All right, hello wine drinking people. We are back. It's Wednesday, November 17th for what I had to drink yesterday, and I apologize. Felt bad we didn't do this segment yesterday, and it's not that I didn't have anything to drink on Saturday because we did have brown bag. Hey, we just got one brown bag left for the year, folks. That's this weekend right before our champagne tasting, and then we are off to work like little elves packaging the adults' wine so they get it in time for the holidays. So no more brown bags on Saturday until the first Saturday in January. But like I said, I did do some drinking. So, you know, this is a very important research that we do, documenting all the drinking being done here at the Wine Watch. So we don't want to miss a bottle. All right, it won't happen again, folks, I promise. All right, well, you know, this time of year we don't see suppliers, but thank goodness we've got friends that stop in and want to drink with us. And Dan and George were in yesterday and opened up a bottle of 2004 Lynch Bash. Man, not only do people stop in, but they stop in with great stuff. I remember visiting Bordeaux with Dan, and we were tasting the 2005s. It was in March of 2006, and we got to visit this property. And a lot of the properties, like Lynch Bash, when we visited them, we were there actually a week early. They showed us 2 or 3 vintages. We got to see 03, 04, and 05, the newest release. And it was amazing. It was apparent to me the real value in 2004 at that time because the prices on the 03s and 05s were double or more what the 04s were. I remember coming back, buying a bunch more 2004 vintage Bordeaux because they're just not half the wines of 2005 or 2003. A very classic style vintage, a vintage that's going to drink, I think, consistently its whole life. A lot of these vintages like 05, a little tight. Vintage is really not very revealing at this moment, but this 04 showed that classic Pauillac, pencil lead, graphite, minerality, lovely currant, and cassis berry fruit, and a little bit of that coffee that you get in Bordeaux, and really lovely balance, and something, like I said, that these 04s I've been enamored with since going to taste them for the first time when they were just released in 05 in March. And I went to Bordeaux, I don't know, almost every year for the first 4 or 5 years that we started doing Bordeaux business. And this 04 vintage really paying off dividends for those of you that bought it to drink. If you bought it to sell, not so much. But a great vintage. You can still find it at a great price. All right, well, next in we had Pete and Gary and Christian stopped in, and we had the Le Soleil Syrah. Wow, great stuff. One of the greatest wineries in New Zealand. The Syrah, man, you'd have this wine in a blind tasting, no one would ever guess is New Zealand Syrah. How many people have had Syrah from New Zealand? This wine tastes like a Northern Rhone. It has that lovely black peppery spice, that lovely soy and espresso, exotic notes to it, toasty oak, and thick black plum, blackberry fruit. Really velvety on the tongue, and just big but wonderful balance and freshness. Delicious wine. And then we finished off, hey, we always got something open in the store. That wasn't enough. We have some 07 Mondavi Napa open. Hey, this wine is an incredible value. We had 2 bottles open, one that had been open 2 days, and the one that we just opened fresh. And this is a wine maybe you want to drink on the first and second day. I think the third day it does get a little tired, even though it's still young and an 07. You know, what makes a wine? How long should a wine breathe? It has a lot to do with a lot of things. You know, how much oxygen has it seen before it hit the bottle? You know, this wine obviously has been kept in oak for a little while, and, you know, sometimes the wines have had enough oxygen. These lighter ones, like the Napa from Mondavi, maybe you don't want to keep open 3 or 4 days, which, you know, some of the better wines from Bordeaux, you can keep open easily 3 days, but still drinking great on the second day. And it's $16.50. Are you kidding me, man? All right, well, you know I'm going to have wine with dinner at home, and last night, taco night. Seems like we missed taco night's Monday night. Seems like we messed up this week. No, we didn't do what I drank yesterday, so kind of screwed up my eating maybe at home. So taco night, Tuesday night, and what better with tacos? Rosso di Montalcino, huh? Hey, we've got Filippo coming from Castello del Romatorio, so I figured I would check out his 2007 Rosso di Montalcino, and this wine is textbook Rosso, lovely light red cherry fruit, that wild strawberry kind of light red berry fruit you get in Rosso di Montalcino, a little bit of that dusty earth, maybe some dried porcini mushroom, and really soft and drinkable. You know, you want a light red, I always like to steer people toward Rosso di Montalcino. Sangiovese can be very light and refreshing made in this style. And hey, we got Filippo coming. Those of you that are thirsty for wines from Montalcino, Tuesday night, we still got some seats open for that. And I had a bottle of 02 Barbaresco from La Spinetta opened from Monday night. And man, the second day, this wine is still phenomenal. One of the best values that I have in the Piedmont section right now. This is the year they blended all three of the single vineyards together. We've got this wine for under $40 a bottle. All right, check it out on our email today. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, signing off for what I had to drink last night. Remember, always drink the good stuff first.